Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and I have another late Christmas present for you. That's right. I can find one more of the Get a Job videos on Rumble, so I'm going to just try and bring it to you guys. That way, they're here. I don't know why I still can't understand why his page got taken down. I mean, I could kind of understand because I know how, we're not even going to get into it. If anybody actually knows, though, drop a comment down below for me if you could. Because I literally don't know. I just remember waking up one day and I went to watch a video and literally the whole page was gone. And then I seen on Rumble that he had a page and all his videos were on Rumble. Well, at least like 20 or 30 of them. But then out of nowhere, they're gone. But I still have 3 of them in my watch history that I could watch. So this will be the 3rd one, maybe the last one of the Get a Job series on my channel. We'll see though. But without further ado, let's get into it.
The USC Race and Equity Center serves as a nexus of practice, policy, and research dedicated to eradicating the social ill of racism.
And how do you do that?
We do that through a number of different means. Part of that involves assessment and evaluation. So we are currently under the process of constructing the National Assessment of Collegiate Campus Climates. And what that is intended to do is to help colleges and universities make sense of the racial climate within which students are expected to live, work, and learn. And so that not only enables us to understand what their experiences are, but the way that racism as a structural and systemic form of power influences those experiences. So that's one aspect of it. Another piece of that is providing professional education and executive training for senior leaders in higher education who are looking to improve that climate to ensure that students have equal and equitable outcomes for their learning experiences in college.
That's amazing. You said a whole truckload of words.
I did.
That had no meaning.
Not to you.
So,
how great is that? In my opinion, racism isn't even a real thing. Think about it. We're all the human race, right? We're all just different skin colors. There's even lighter white people, darker white people, lighter black people, darker black people, lighter Indians. It goes all the way around. We're literally all just the human race, just in different skin colors. You guys got to remember that.
and Slim, you agree with me that most black women are angry?
No, I won't agree with you on that.
Why not?
Because you can't make it. I don't know every black woman in the world. I can't make that statement. Again, as my wife said, it's a stereotype.
Have you ever met one that was not angry?
You sound ridiculous right now, and this is not what we.
No, you brought it up, Star. So I didn't
No,
know
you brought it up because of the article, and I'm trying to explain to you based on your tone of voice what it's not, and this is not what we agreed to interview for.
But
We're thinking this is going to be a positive thing, and you're not making this a positive situation.
But it is positive.
No, it's not.
The truth is positive.
This is not the truth because this is baseless. You don't have any facts.
Your
You're
anger
going
is
on
showing.
stereotypes.
Star, your anger is showing.
I'm not angry. Okay, fine.
You upset my wife, and
Wow, did he just literally prove that woman right or what, dude? That is so funny. You guys could tell I wanted to laugh, but it was just so low that I didn't want to, I wanted you guys to hear it.
And
Let me just ask.
here's the other.
You're saying, Dr. Owens, that you need data. Owens, that you need data to show that working as a janitor build character. You don't automatically know that will build character.
I'm a board certified psychiatrist, and I've never and depending on the different occupations.
Nothing but an educated dummy. Any job can build character. That doesn't make sense to say that just because you're a janitor that doesn't build character. That's not true, because character is just how you are. It's showing your work ethic. These people become educated dummies. That's what it is.
Occupations, and there's a perception of different occupations, and I just don't see that occupation as being one that will automatically build character or build self-esteem.
And the only way,
I just
are
don't.
you saying that the only way that you would believe that is that you need data?
I'm telling you that, yes, I don't think you can make blanket statements
That's
about
insane.
any.
But see,
what I'm
due to
saying is
your
if you
anger,
take- if you
sir,
take-
due to
if
your
you take
anger
a-
and your racist attitude toward white Americans, that's what you're hearing.
I
That's
have
not
my
what
pra-
That's not what
Brother,
we are saying.
Let me tell you something, brother. My practice is
Brother.
predominantly non-African American.
That doesn't
Just
make
so
you
you'll
not.
know.
That doesn't
So
mean
for
that
me-
you're
for
not
you
a.
to make the
That doesn't mean that you're
I'm
not a racist.
It's asinine.
That doesn't mean you're not a
It's
racist.
asinine.
I know.
mean,
I don't need facts.
If you
I
went
don't
into
need.
inner city and took a cohort of students and you actually followed them and tracked them over 5-10 year period and came back and said, this is what happened.
I'm sorry, I'm right on the line when Jesse called him. He said, brother. Like, I'm not your brother.
This built character. This is how they felt after working as a janitor.
The
Then
one
I would
thing-
listen to you.
The one thing I know for sure,
Go ahead.
black children has more of a chance of building character by working as a janitor than they do as a doctor. Because look, you're like insane. You can't. Everything has to be data for you. You've lost all of your
Let
common
me share
sense.
with you. Black
And
children,
you
if
don't.
they're educated,
You don't
if
believe
they're
that hard
educated
work
and
will build
financially
it.
literate, that will build character.
No, it won't.
Education and financial literacy builds character.
That's
not
not-
working as a janitor.
That's not necessarily true. Look at
That's
Barack Obama.
foolishness.
Barack
That's foolishness.
Obama is educated. He lacked character.
Well, that's
Michelle,
How true is that? And Barack Obama, he literally can speak more fluent than probably 97% of America, but he has no character. He has no morals. He's evil. Evil liberals. That's what these people are.
what do you people want?
What do I want?
Michelle.
When you say you people, what do you mean?
The complaining black people blaming others for the failure of their parents and their lives,
What complaint
blaming
are we
others for whatever it is you complain about. What is it exactly do you want from white people?
First of all, I'm just going to take a breath. And
I'm trying to find out
I
what you want.
what's your nationality?
American.
Are you white?
I'm black American.
Oh, okay.
What do you want?
You Caucasian.
Oh, you do? And why do you think that? Why do you think that?
Because you seem to separate yourself from us, should I say?
In
Put
what
us on
way?
the other side
In what
of the
way?
fence. In the ways that you specified thus far.
Meaning what? Give me an example and tell me what you mean.
How you mean? What do you people want from white people? Meaning that I'm not with you.
Oh, okay, I
It's
got
just y'all by yourself, right?
Let me explain why I do that.
Watch Jesse light them on fire by spitting straight facts and just giving it to them clear as day, and they just don't know how to handle it. Just watch.
What you don't know is that there are two realities in life. One is that of good and one is that of evil. And now that I've been able to overcome evil, I don't identify with angry, evil black people. I identify with other blacks and others who are on the side of good. And so that's why I say you people, because I have to divide myself or separate myself from evil and go along with good. So that's why I do that.
What is it that makes us evil?
I'm sorry, your anger, you're blaming others for your problems, your lack of love and respect for yourself and others.
Okay.
Wow, just completely. I think that girl ended up walking off the show like 2 minutes later, like completely upset. These angry, evil liberals just get triggered so easily. It is so funny to watch.
Are you comparing white Americans to the Nazis?
We could.
And that's what you're doing? Are you doing that?
We could. Yes, we very well could, because
I said, are you doing that?
Yes, because the extermination campaign, against African men in America is no different than the Nazi extermination campaign of European Jews. They are identical. What is being done to black men now? You have concentration camps in America right now called prison. 95% of black people in those prisons are not there because they committed a crime. They're there because they cannot afford adequate, decent representation.
Well, why did they need representation? Why did they, hold on, hold on.
Represented on death row.
Why did they need representation? Did they do anything that required?
Because they've been charged.
Okay, so they did something that required them to need it.
False crime.
Hold on, I want to go back to something else you said.
Was being black.
Before we get to that, I'd like to know how Dr. Umar Johnson feels now about what's going on with Israel and Palestine. I want to know what side he's on, because he seemed to have sympathy for the Jewish people right there, right? By saying this, and this was a while ago. You could tell this is old, by the audio that on it. So this was a while ago. I'd like to know how Dr. Umar Johnson feels about the Jews now, and I'd like to know if he has sympathy for him like he seemed to back then, because he compared to what's going on, with the Nazis in America, the white people, and comparing them to what happened to the Jews in Israel. So, do you have sympathy for the Jews? If so, do you scream Free Palestine? What's the word? I'd like to know what Dr. Umar thinks about this now.
Dr. Johnson, hold on.
The crime they committed
Hey.
was being black, my brother.
Okay, calm down.
No, I'm calm. I'm very calm.
No, calm down.
Very calm.
That's dialogue.
But
You
I'm
said that the
informed, sir, so when
government.
we're on the telephone, it may appear that I'm not calm, but I'm quite calm. I'm laying in my hotel bed, as a matter of fact, talking to you. When I hear people talk about black fathers at home, ask the mafia. What's the mafia? You can't get no more family values than them.
So are you in support of black fathers being home to help raise their children?
No. Let me tell you something, brother. Let me tell you something. When I was in the military, I didn't have no family. But had I had a family, nobody told me if you go and get killed, it won't be a black man at home. How is it as long as America is sitting in a situation where I'm killed and I can't come back? My family, they never tell not one soldier. I don't know how many people you know if you've been in the military. Ask them, have they ever told you there's a possibility you can be killed and your family be affected by it? Okay.
But let me ask you this way. I'm black and slow, so I'm missing the point here. Black children are suffering today primarily due to the lack of father and mothers in the home. 70% are born out of wedlock, and that is having a negative effect on the lives of these black children. Do you agree with that or disagree?
No, I do not agree with that. I think it's an insult to say that to black women.
Why is that? It should be an insult that they're having 70% of the children. I mean, that 70% of black children are born out of wedlock. That should be the insult.
That's crazy. I'd like to know what the percentage is on the rest of the demographic. That's crazy. 70% out of wedlock?
Okay, then how many white children is born out of wedlock?
It doesn't matter. It's still wrong for black people to be doing it.
I didn't say that. You see, let me tell you something.
But why are you asking me about the white folks?
Let me tell you something. Ben Carson, didn't know how much money that institution he worked at got from the government. And when he said those things that sound like it was insulting to the president, they cut him off because they didn't want their money cut off, okay?
Well, what does that have to do with black out of wedlock birth?
Right, this dude's just going all over the place with this logic. Doesn't even make any sense. Yo, all right, that's the end of it. I really appreciate you guys all stopping by, checking this out. Really do. So, from what I know, I think that's the last one that's in my thing. If we can get more from the Get a Job series, I'm more than willing to bring them back. But if you guys could, make sure to check out these two videos to the left of the screen right here, and make sure to hit the subscribe if you could. You guys have a good one. Peace.